So the BESS is a battery energy storage system. It's effectively a large battery, which you can now see adjacent to the power station. And it's there for when you need it. So if you could think about it in terms that I understand, at the moment there are 6 engines in the power station. There are usually 2 engines running at any given time. So there's a power cut when one of the engines fails for whatever reason, and the other engine is pulled down because of that failure. So the time it then takes to start up again is the time it takes to get another engine up and running. So what the BESS does is that it provides an hour or up to an hour of energy for Gibraltar, so that when there is any type of fault, you can get the other engine up and running quickly, so that there is no power cut in Gibraltar.
And that hour is enough, is it?
That hour is crucial. So when one of the engines go down, I'm told, because I'm no electrical engineer, I'm told that every minute is crucial. So that hour should be sufficient to get the other engine up and running, so that Gibraltar doesn't suffer a power cut. And in fact, there would have been a power cut since the BESS has been operational. So on Good Friday there would have been a power cut, but the BESS actually stepped in and stopped that from happening.
Okay, and let me ask you about the financing of this, because this is now fully owned, whereas the Caterpillar generators, which were there before for backup purposes, were rented.
That's right. So the BESS is fantastic on numerous grounds. It's great from a financing perspective, it's great from an environmental perspective, and it's great from a continuity of power perspective. So yes, the BESS is fully owned by, or will be fully owned by the GEA. There is a financing package in place, and it should take 2 years of the Caterpillars running on a rental basis for the BESS to be fully covered. So in the long term, we actually end up saving money through the purchase of the BESS.
Now, you've created a distinction in your press release. You say that this won't stop a power cut if a contractor drills through a cable. I mean, the fact that you've had to put that in the press release as a caveat is in itself quite telling, isn't it?
Yes, because the issue is that the BESS prevents any power cut which emanates from the power station. So the BESS will, if one of the engine fails, the BESS will pick it up. If there is a fault in the grid, the BESS won't be able to pick that up. So the BESS is able to prevent any faults that emanate from North Mill Power Station. But if, like I said in the press release, if a contractor drills through a cable in the grid, then the BESS cannot pick that up. What we have done is that we've taken other steps, such as the imposition of fines, etc., to make sure that that is minimised, so that there are less faults in the grid. But there will always be, for example, high voltage faults in the grid that may sometimes cause power cuts. We are working through the grid, and there is a massive investment programme that's been ongoing for years to invest in the grid so that these faults are minimised as well.